Is it working? Let me check this one. So, yeah. I hope this is working well. Well, I hope this application is working, so, ordinarily, or normally. Anyway, so, hello everybody, I'm Richard Gon of Work to Live podcast version. So maybe you can hear some noises different from normal ones. So maybe if you are frequent listeners of my podcast, is this really working? Maybe. So I'm sorry. So what I'm concerned about is that the wireless network, or the wireless network connecting to the internet in this room is not so strong. So which is why there may be abrupt stop of this recording, which is what I'm worried about. So I will, I don't tell you the details. I don't tell you the details about my lifestyle, but actually, so anyway, I'm in another place different from my residence, so which is why, so the noises you hear are, so the noises or the sounds you hear, or you are going to hear in this episode are different from those of ordinary ones, or those ordinary ones you have listened, or you have heard in other episodes of my podcast. So I'm sorry for my complicated explanation. Anyway, so I'm thinking of creating a I'm not thinking of creating a brief episode, but actually, so wait a moment please. Anyway, so this is working. So I'm thinking of talking about South Korea. So maybe I should tell you the title of this episode. The title is "The 51st State Should Be South Korea, Not Japan." And so I added in this time. I added parentheses or brackets. Some people call those letters brackets, or parentheses, which are what I added. So I should have used the plural term for parentheses. Anyway, so between parentheses, or inside the parentheses, I wrote a sentence which is meaning, or this can be a phrase. Anyway, meaning Japan should come the 52nd or after. And the conclusion of this episode is that South Korea is fine to become a territory of the United States, and the local people speak English fluently. So I don't know other people. I don't know how other people. Which is what I should have said at first. Anyway, so I don't know what to start with. I don't know where you're from, or I don't know your nationality. But actually, so I don't know how do you think about the proficiency of Korean. I mean the proficiency I'm talking about is the proficiency of English language, not the proficiency of Python, or not the proficiency of C language for programming, or JavaScript or Java, so for coding skill, which is not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is the proficiency, or linguistic proficiency of English language of general South Korean people, which is what I'd like to talk about. Anyway, roughly saying, I'm sorry for my creating many noises, but actually, so anyway, so As I have told you, I'm in another place different from my residence. So maybe I think you're here. What you're hearing is the sound of a washing machine. Well, yeah, which is what you're hearing anyway. So, but actually, so anyway, as I told you, I'm in another place different from my residence. So that's not to say that I had a conflict among my families, or among the members of my family. That is not So the reason why I'm in this another place different from my residence is not such a thing like a conflict among my family members, but actually, so I don't tell you the detail, or I don't tell you the reason of my staying here, but actually, so anyway, so there's a reason which brought me to this place. Anyway, so let me check out the linguistic proficiency of English language owned by the local people of Republic of South Korea. So English proficiency world. So I often use this website to check out the English proficiency of each country. Anyway, English is important for communication among people using different mother tongues each other. For example, when I don't speak South Korean language well, so when it comes to talk, so in my case, for example, if there's a hypothetical situation in which I have to talk with some South Korean people, I would use English language if I encounter, or I will use English language if I encounter, or if I happen to get into such a situation. If I happen to get into such a situation, I would use English language. Anyway, so the website I'm using is so EFAPI, which is not this is not a favorite website of mine, but actually, so when I check out the English level or English proficiency of each country, I use this website. And why I began to use this website is that, so when I was a single, so I often traveled abroad. So when I was a single, so before after I got a family, the pandemic of coronavirus happened. Anyway, but actually, so the pandemic of coronavirus is ending, or the pandemic of COVID-19. It's going to end soon enough, which is a situation. I mean, so I'm creating this episode in the middle of September in 2022, which is the present time of this episode. Anyway, the proficiency of English language of South Korean people. So there's a ranking of countries and regions. Anyway, so and there are five tiers or five levels in this website, and the highest level is very high proficiency, and the second highest is high proficiency, and the third highest is moderate, and the fourth is low, and the fourth is low, and the fifth is very low proficiency. And South Korea is in the third tier, which the name of that tier, or the name of that level is moderate proficiency. And the ranking of South Korea is 37, and let me check out the ranking of South Korea. Anyway, so using ordinal number, so this is ranked as the 37th highest, and in the case of my country, not crap. My country is not crap. I think in terms of English language, my country is really harsh. So particularly in this present time, the value of the currency of this country has significantly dropped. So which means, so maybe I think the value or the value of the Japanese currency it's going to plunge falls down to the bottom or to the hell, which is what I expect. So so in this present time, wait a moment, please. So people in this country often use the value of Japanese currency to US dollars, which means, so if you can't understand what I'm talking about, wait a moment, please. So anyway, so if you use internet, so please input the letters, for example, not for example, USD, JPY, exchange, which are the suitable words for checking out the value of Japanese yen or the value of US dollar to Japan, not to Japan, but to Japanese currency. And this time, so in this moment, I don't tell you, so maybe I shouldn't tell you the value of Japanese currency. Anyway, so roughly saying between 140 yen a dollar to 145 yen a dollar, which is the value of Japanese currency to US dollar. Anyway, so roughly saying that is the value of Japanese currency. And coming back to the English level of Japan, so the ranking of Japan is 78, and my country is ranked into the level of low proficiency. So the fourth tier is where Japan is ranked according to this website. Anyway, so in short, or summing up the discrepancy between the proficiency of South Korea and that of Japan. So there is a significant discrepancy, or there is a significant linguistic difference between those two countries. So thinking about which, so to start with, the local people in my country find South Korean people great users of English language. So which is why, so Japanese people think that Korean people speak English really well, or English is for Korean people, stuff like that. That is a general image, or that is a general image, or that is a general picture of the people in my country. But actually, so as you know, or as you have expected, there are countries having higher proficiencies of English language than South Korea. For example, so the highest rank, or the country having the highest ranking is Netherlands. Or I don't know whether I should use the plural term for this country or not. And the second highest is Austria, and the third highest is Denmark. And there are frequent changes of rankings among these European countries anyway. Let me drink water. So there's a I think this is a significant this is a significant problem, but actually I'm in a situation in which I can't drink alcoholic drink, so which is why, so anyway, I don't tell you its reason. So that is not, I don't have a health problem which prevents me from drinking booze or alcoholic drink. But actually, it's not a stuff like that. It's not a stuff like that. I can drink, or my the physiological condition of my body allows me to drink alcoholic drinks. But actually, so there's another reason which prevents me from drinking alcoholic drinks. But mineral water is tasty, which is what I could find. So the mineral water I'm drinking is Evian or Evian, which is what I'm drinking. So anyway, so linguistic level of South Korean people, is this working? Maybe it's working well. So thinking about the linguistic level of South Korean people and compared to that of Japanese people, So it's fine. It's fine that so South Korea it's fine that South Korea becomes a state of United States of America because the United States of America is the greatest country all over the world. So of course there's another country which may emulate or which emulates the performance of the United States of America, and that another country is mainland China or the mainland China anyway. So but actually so far I think the United States is the greatest. Yeah, it's fine. So which is why thinking about such a linguistic ability of the local people in Republic of Korea. It's fine that So if you compare which country is suitable for the 51st state of the United States of America, I mean, so if you don't know the numbers of the states of the United States of America, so United States of America has 50 states, and I forgot how many territories the United States of America has. Wait a moment, please. Territories of the United States of America, telling you an example of territories of the United States. According to this website, Guam and Puerto Rico are territories of the United States of America, and another example is U.S. Virgin Islands. Maybe the washing machine is going to be finished. Anyway, you may hear a huge buzzer from the washing machine, and anyway, so it's fine that so it's fine that South Korea becomes a territory of the United States of America, but actually, so South Korea is huge, so which is fine. So it's fine that South Korea becomes a state of the United States of America, but actually, so in the case of my country, the local people of my country do not speak English well, so which is why. So if you compare which one is suitable for the 51st state between South Korea and Japan, so South Korea is suitable, I think. Which is the main track of this episode, and there is nothing else I'd like you to know this time. Wait a moment, please. I'm tired, so which is why I'm thinking of finishing this episode. So the title is, and to start with, so the washing machine was the process of washing my clothes. It's going to be finished soon enough. So which is why I have to finish this episode. So the title is the 51st state should be South Korea, not Japan, meaning Japan should come the 52nd or after. And conclusion: South Korea is fine to become a territory of the South Korea is fine to become a territory of the United States. The local people speak English fluently. This writes a territory of the United States of America. But actually, so in this wait a moment, please. In this context, so if you take a look at the description column of this episode, the territory you are going to read is a territory having small character of T, not the capital T of territories, not the territory of capital T, which is what I'd like you to know this time. So maybe anyway. So I'm thinking of lighting the territory, but actually, so please find the territory a state of the United States of America, not South Korea is not a place like a territory similar to or on the same rank as Puerto Rico or Guam. So that country is not a small one. So Korean Peninsula is huge. Korean Peninsula is huge, and the half size of the half size of Korean Peninsula is still huge. So which is why South Korea should become a state of the United States of America, not the same rank as Puerto Rico or Guam, which is what I'd like you to know this time. So I'm sorry for I can speak English well to start with, and because my mother tongue. By the way, my mother tongue is Japanese language, not Korean language. So that's it. Thank you very much for your listening. See you.